What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. So let's get straight to the point. For me personally, I am enjoying my time with this game, but other people are not. These people think Zelda Breath of the Wild deserve a 0 out of 10. So let's see why these people think this game deserves a 0 out of 10 based on their reviews. Disappointing. I really expected more from this game. I prefer other games in the franchise. Besides, that visually makes me weird. I really hope my opinion will change over time. Alright, so please, I want to know, why is this game disappointing? What did you expect from this game? What other games do you prefer in the franchise? Because Zelda games are usually really fun, and this one is no exception. This one is so much fun. Like, what was disappointing about it? Can you elaborate on what you expected? And what does that even mean? Besides that, visually makes me weird. That's not even proper grammar. Hopefully, your opinion changes on this game, because honestly right now I'm having a ton of fun and I respect everyone's opinions, whether it be good or bad, but you're giving the game a 0 based on what little you played. And from this, it seems like you haven't played a lot and you just wanted to give the game a 0, which is a shame. This game seriously has performance issues. It's the worst I've seen in a while. Don't know how those professional reviewers ignore and gave those absurd scores. If this game didn't have Zelda label in front of it, expect to see full of 79 to 80 score. Alright, so I can't deny, this game does have a bit of performance issues. The frames per second drop a considerable amount when you're in a bigger area, but it doesn't really affect the game much, you know. It's like, at least for me, it happens in an area where there's a lot of grass or you see much of the world. I mean, the game was not meant for Switch, it was meant for the Wii U, and I think I've heard that the Wii U version has better frames per second, which is a good thing. Those professional reviewers, they're individuals as well. They each have their own opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. So, you know, you giving the game a 0 does not affect them at all. If they like the game, they could give it a 10, they could give it a 9, a 7, 8, whatever score they prefer. Like I said, you are giving the game a 0 because that's how you feel about the game. But they liked it, they enjoyed it, they enjoyed their time with it, just as I am. The game deserves a 10 in their opinion, just as well as mine, which I'm thoroughly enjoying it. If this game didn't have a Zelda label in front of it, expect to see full of 79 to 80 score. What is that supposed to mean? That every Zelda game is a perfect score? No, not every Zelda game has gotten a perfect score. This and Skyward Sword are the ones that got a 10 out of 10 on IGN at least. Those are the ones that I watched the most. GameSpot gave it a 10. You know, many outlets gave it a 10, you know, because they actually enjoyed the game, they actually played it, they went through the game, they actually experienced most of the game. It seems like you haven't played it and you're just envy of the score, as even you are saying, regardless, if it didn't have the Zelda, it would get a 79 to 80. So why are you giving it a 0? Very disappointed and returning game after 8 hours of play. Maybe young children will like it, but I just could not keep playing the oversimplified quests and puzzles as the game holds your hand throughout, no decisions or strategy involved. Alright, first of all, young children will like it. Like, is that a bash to like Nintendo fans or something, or the game in general? Is it supposed to be for young people? Second of all, this game it's hard. It's not the hardest from what I played so far, but it's hard. Some of these enemies have so much hit points, health, whatever you guys want to call it, but they're so difficult to defeat. I played a shrine, I don't want to spoil anything. I've had game over for 5, 6, 7 times just because I couldn't find a way to defeat him, and I stumbled upon the shrine, I guess at an early stage, that I didn't have a strong enough weapon, but I ended up defeating him and it felt good. And keep playing the oversimplified quests and puzzles as the game holds your hand throughout? I don't think so. Did you even get out of the plateau? As soon as you get out of the plateau, the game lets you go anywhere you want. And if you think it's oversimplified, it can. Some puzzles are simple, and I've heard 120 of them, and some of them that I played actually take a bit of thinking, at least for me, as there's many ways I've heard that you could beat the shrine, which is really interesting to me because I've always thought about that in a game, like why don't they allow you to do it this way or that way, and this game lets you do it. And I don't want to spoil anything, but there's many ways to defeat shrines, at least in some of them that I played. So maybe those young children will enjoy the game, like like you said, young children, as I know many people are enjoying the game based on the Twitter responses I've seen, the online media and stuff like that. People are actually enjoying this game, a majority of them, and that's okay if you didn't like it, but maybe you should have given the game much more longer. Absolutely boring open world, bad graphics and textures, frankly low resolution. I understand that this is Nintendo, but now is a year 2017, not 2005. Dialogues are only text without voice acting, which completely ruins the immersion in this game. Very, very banal story. I bet 0 because many people mold the game to be to the top 10, which it clearly does not deserve. A maximum of 6 to 6.5. Alright, I could understand people not liking the open world as most of it is very empty and there's not very much to do, but I myself see it as me being in the game. Me finding myself in this brand new world that I have never seen before. Me exploring, me looking around, like what's going on. I actually enjoy that. Just imagine yourself walking around, just exploring the world and just stumbling upon a village or a town. It's so awesome. I found that awesome. This is my first open world game like this big, and I've enjoyed it so far. I want to say I'm too far into it. I've just found about 30 shrines, I want to say, and I'm having so much fun with it. I'm just exploring the world. I have not even gone to the story part of it, and I'm just enjoying it so far, finding the stuff. I know not many people like the weapon breaking, but I'm enjoying that part. It's not the best, but it's interesting, It's like you use your weapon too much, it will break. It's an interesting concept. Bad graphics and textures. Frankly, low resolution. I understand that this is Nintendo, really? What is that supposed to mean, that Nintendo's graphics are bad? Just look at Mario Kart 8. That game looks so nice, so beautiful. This game looks just as beautiful. Sure, it's not, I want to say it's the most graphic wise, like it's gonna take advantage of like the whole system, like an Xbox One game or something, but I don't really care for that. Me personally, I don't care for graphics like that. As long as it looks beautiful like this and it has that nice art style, I appreciate that Mario Kart style, that cartoony type style. That's what I like. I don't know about you guys, but an open world game that's so realistic, I would not enjoy that. I think it's having Nintendo style that makes it wonderful, makes me like it. I don't know if you guys are like that. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys are like that, but I'm certainly like that. Dialogues are only text without voice acting. This is 100% your first Zelda game. If you have not played the past Zelda games, it seems like you just jumped the hype train. The Zelda franchise, it has never had voice acting in dialogue. This is the first time it's done it. It might be good for some people. I'm okay with it. It's not the best voice acting in the world from what I've seen, and I'm having fun with it regardless. I've never been fond of the voice acting in Zelda games, as I've always seen it as this wonderful game without voice acting. Now, like I said, I cannot talk about the story as I have not done much of the story elements of the game, but you're really gonna bet 0 because many people are putting this in the top 10 and you think it deserves a maximum of 6 to 6.5, yet you're giving it a 0. Really? So it just seems like you're just a hater. You're just salty at the fact that Zelda is getting so much praise, and obviously you didn't like it, but you're still saying you give it a 6 to 6.5, but you gave it a 0. So it seems you're just salty. I am submitting my third review of this after nearly 14 hours of gameplay. The third, not the first, not the second, the third review, guys, the third, and have decided to change my vote again to a 0. So it seems this guy did not enjoy it, and he had to write several reviews of this game to give it a 0 just to get his point out. The game is enthralling to begin. The idea of Link in an open world is amazing, but it does get a little bit inconsequential after you get the glider, and outside of purposefully looking for little hidden things. I think that's the point of the game, buddy. It's an adventure game. You have to go explore the open world. Even though there's not a lot of things that are out there, it's interesting to look around and see what is around there, because you might find something cool. I don't really find much of a use in traveling the vast plains or exploring the nooks and crannies of a valley. It's a lot of looting small things of value and killing easy enemies. I don't think that's the point, buddy. There's a lot of things that you could find. The Koroks are very hard to find. Some of them, they're kind of challenging. There's 900 of them, I heard, and the reward is not worth it, apparently. But it is fun to find it. I found about 40, 50, and that's just scratching the surface. I don't want to spoil much else, and there are some slightly new and cool mechanics to be found. These, however, don't touch the other issues. Oh really? The frames per second drops are massive, and I mean massive. I've already addressed this. Maybe a good game to grab down the road, but unless you're a hardcore Zelda fan, this isn't worth the $390 you'll spend on the Switch and this game. Sorry folks, that is a good point. If you guys are not a big fan of Zelda, don't buy the Switch, because there's really nothing much else to play besides Snipper Clips, which is really fun, and you guys should buy that and play it. And there's obviously some games coming out soon as time comes by. Mario Kart is the most big name coming out soon, April 28. Can't wait, especially that Renegade Roundup. But yeah guys, this guy gave it a 0, even though it seems like he enjoyed it in some part, and the frames per second really bothered him a lot, which shouldn't, because it didn't really affect the overall gameplay as a whole. Just in some parts the frames per second drops. So there you have it guys, my trollish / discussion type of video where I talk about how these users hated Breath of the Wild and why it deserved a 0 out of 10. If you're still watching the video, please comment in the comment section below. Zelda is awesome because the franchise is awesome. And if you guys like the video, please like and subscribe, as it will help me a lot. And please in the comment section below, tell me how I can improve my videos. Follow me on Twitter at EasyLuigi, EZELUIGI, as I like to tweet about a lot of stuff. Recently, I want to get back to YouTube. You know, I want to start doing a lot of things with YouTube. Maybe live stream soon or do something with it down the line. But yeah guys, if you guys enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And like I said, tell me how I can improve this video. And also, please let me know what other video you guys want to see, as I will be taking recommendations, as I want to do more gameplays on my channel as well as these kind of fun videos. So hopefully you guys let me know in the comment section below, and stay tuned. Peace.